Prime Minister, yes. We are not allowed to come in, but they just surprised us. We appreciate. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We thank you all. We thank you. We love our PM. We love our PM.
I'm very confident that the truth is going to come out. And they will know that the wrong person has been in prison. Nigeria government are the one responsible for the killing of our people, and they should be held responsible for that. I am here because of the life of my people, and we are not giving up.
No. Oh yes, sir.
Breaking news, because from the information we are gathering, is finally being confirmed that the Finnish judge, according to the report we are getting, chased out Nigeria prosecutor from the court, and at the same time, Ekpa is granted, order of discharge. He's telling, even Ekpa himself said it in the court. He said, "I'll be coming out any moment from now." It was
he said it very clearly. You can see on that video, Ekpa speaks, and the whole thing has already gone viral. But the whole thing that's wondering a lot of people around the world is that the Nigerian prosecutor they bought, there was no Nigerian that was actually physical there, but they tried to find their way to use Finland prosecutor to begin to deliberate on the evidence they actually brought. Now the judge is asking, now what is the evidence? The evidence happens to be a post that we have made on social media. There was no concrete evidence that were being presented in the court. And of course, today is the second day of simonekpa's appearance in the Lati court, where the matter is still being, judged. Let me just put it that way. Where the judgment is still, going on. They have not actually proclaimed, judgment, but it became very clear that a lot of things are being played out there, and the judges are no longer satisfied. Maybe because of the presence of the international community, in Finland, and of course, the kind of lawyers that fortified simonekpa's legal team. They cannot be able to jeopardize anything at the moment, regarding that. Most of the questions that was put to Simonekpa, there was no evidence, and we are learning that the judge, out of anger, sent the we don't know who those guys is. Maybe they tried to buy somebody over in Finland to go there and do but unfortunately it was quite unfortunate for the person in the court, and it was the judge asked him. It was thrown out completely out of the court, and I would ask, I learned that documents has been tears Nigerian document into pieces in that regard. So the report that what triggered the jubilation is that Simonekpa has been granted order of discharge. That's what the breaking news that we are hearing today. Pending when they are going to finalize the whole thing, the case by Monday. But I think it is very clear. You can see Simonekpa very vibrant, energetic, standing on the ground, defending his belief on what he is fighting for. Like he has sent a direct message to Asorok. You are the one that is killing people, but I'm going to tell you that the wrong person, the wrong person, he made it very clearly. He said that the wrong person, you got to know that you actually try to put the wrong person in prison. That was the statement, and Simonekpa remains focused in that regard. But as the case stands now, there is nothing to hold on to against Simonekpa, and the whole world is watching. Nobody's going to play politics in this anymore. The Finland government are very careful at this point because of the European Union and interest in this matter. So it is a victory, for Simonekpa. But what is panicking almost everywhere now within the Nigerian Asorok is that, what is going to happen if this man is finally released? Some people are already saying, that Ekpa will be released with conditions, that Ekpa will not be released with conditions. But we are still going to see what is going to play out finally by Monday. But remember, this is the leave of appeal. That's what the Finnish government called it, the leave of appeal. What it means is that, they have gone through all the judgment that, the lower courts there passed, and they discovered that most of those judgment was done in error or possibly politically motivated. Now, what they decided to do at this point now is, so after all the judges, the appeal court judges, they now sat down. They said, no, there are loopholes. That is why they granted him that leave of appeal. And the process, of course, this should be the second or the third day now, and we are expecting the final one. But as it stands now, the judge is no longer comfortable with the position of Nigeria. But the funniest thing now, if there was no criminal intentions on the side of government, how come those petitions and those files are nowhere to be found? Even the one that was, you don't have to throw it away because it makes mockery of a high-profile case trial like that of simonekpa that has attracted, international, attention in that regard.
But one thing that caught people's attention there in the court of law, in the court, was the judge saying that, with what everybody can see, and it's so glaring, that over 3,000 of Biafrans have died since Ekpa was arrested, and even after Ekpa was arrested, people are still being killed up to now in Nigeria. And Ekpa has come out to say that what he's going to prove to Tinubu and the federal government that he is not the one buying people in Nigeria, that the federal government themselves, just like what Canada said, are themselves the terrorists, organizations. Do you not think this is why the judge is saying Ekpa is not a terrorist? Telling them in the court.
A lot of people will be surprised that everything that has been happening in Nigeria that is being circulated all over the world. There's no word that does not have Nigerian record, and most of those things will be presented at the latter court. While the court was still going on. You can see that when these things were actually presented, so it tells you to an extent that Nigeria is under surveillance. Nigeria is being monitored. Everything that's happening in Nigeria today are being documented. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. But to the surprise of many, everything was being presented. And of course, the issue of IPOB, the issue of ESN, the issue of simonekpa's position in all this, we have very clearly stated. But what wonders a lot of people are that Tomini, yes, the erudite international lawyer of simonekpa, questions the judicial process over the history of Nigeria. And they took Nigeria, they took the whole situation, references to when the same people, they started murdering the Igbo people in Nigeria since 1943, 53, then in 1960. Till date, even a few days ago, a lot of people were being killed in Enugu State. That one, and these are the things that were actually presented. Then they now ask the question, and how come, that Nigerian government came with this narrative and position that it was simonekpa that was, behind all these things, and it became very clear. And the greater thing is that simonekpa never denied that he is the, prime minister of Biafran government in exile, and that he actually runs the Biafra Liberation Army. That is the message. That is the message. That is the message. And to an extent, and he even talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Finnish government also talked about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, as the prime minister in exile, he's a government already, and with evidences that Biafra was actually declared on the 22nd in February. That should be November or December, before a few days ago, before simonekpa, was wrongly detained. Let me just put it that way. Illegally, detained. Those things were actually presented. Now, the question is, the judge is wondering, in total confusion, how did we arrive at this place? Then after proper taken down. I'm just giving you, what actually played out in the court, today, why the judge himself decided, to grant an order of discharge, pending when they are going to definitely, round up the court proceedings on Monday. And just keep faith. We'll keep bringing to you bit by bit on this channel, because it is very clear. You can see Simonekpa himself 100% in high spirits. He is not relenting. He is focused. In fact, he has come up more alive. And what is coming up with this time around, nobody can be able, to predict it. He has gone through it and has acquired a lot of strength and wisdom and popularity. And from testimonies that are coming within the jurisdiction of Lati at the moment, everybody is calling Simonekpa the good guy. So anything, they are not even talking about terrorism charges. They are not even talking about, a tax inversion and other things. What they are talking about now is just something that is based on social media. And the judge himself is wondering, how come the lower court, that is where the problem is now, was able to determine a judgment of that magnitude based on social media? And that is why Dr. Masanga made it very clearly that there's no evidence, and that judgment was done in an error. And I think he was trying to be very sympathetic to or polite to the corrupt judges that passed that judgment in the local by sentencing Simonekpa to 6 years imprisonment. Then another evidence surfaces, ever since Simonekpa now have been detained in Finland, over 3,000 Biafrans has been murdered, has been killed by the same people. So, and the fact is that the judge was trying to see whether, I know they are already hiding in Finland. Nigerian representative who sneaked in, who managed to sneak, they were not caught short at the airport, that managed to sneak in through Norway, are already hiding in Finland. But everywhere seems to be fortified, because we are hearing, there we are massive build-up, security build-up, around those who are coming in and those who are going out. Wherever you are, the hotel within that area was, thoroughly fortified with security. So if they're able to spot you, that you're coming from wherever you're coming from Nigeria or from Nigerian government, then you'll be brought in to come to inside the court there and tell us how you people arrive at this case. As simple as that. So all of them are hiding, there, and there was nobody who was physically present in that case. Well, whether it is the Stuub that is going to determine the case or not, people are telling us it's a civilized world. Whether it's the one that have been corrupted, like the ambassador to Nigeria, Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, it's left for the judge to determine. Let us see, whether it is going to be the same thing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the end of the day, because we are talking about an European court, that people believe that it is quite independent. Maybe Alexander Stuub has looked at these dangers ahead and decided, okay, please allow the court to decide this thing. Whatever court to decide, let it be, and so shall it be. Because he fears that a time will come that his assets and companies, private companies, might be confiscated. Yes, that's the fear. So he decided to let us test how independent Finland court is at the moment. So it is becoming very clearer, So what they are planning to do at this point in time is that the Simonekpa legal team is going to obtain a court order that will definitely stop any form of extradition to Nigeria once the victory is concluded. But on the road to victory already, we're hoping that by now maybe the judge himself would have served the legal team, order of release, or discharge. Let me just let me just put it that way. That is the picture of it. So it's a big.
But the judge shocked the Finnish government. He said, but Stuub accepted and the government accepted collecting letter of intent for the Biafra declaration in 2024. Why all of a sudden it was bluntly and boldly telling Stuub and the Finnish government, why did you guys betray Simonekpa? That's
okay. You can see the problem where the whole thing is coming from now. Yes, of course. Because before the event was held in Finland, what they called Biafra declaration. I'm sure a lot of you would have heard about it when it took place. It took place around 22nd of November or December or thereabout, but I think it should be in November. Yes. So from 29th November to December 3rd. So 29th November to December 3rd. You can see the process, how many days it took, and the Finnish government themselves gave their consent and signed a letter of intent. That's what it means by a letter of intent. Means that we are aware of what you are doing and we are interested and we are backing it. Then if they actually believe that this very person is now a terrorist, why did you now issue a letter of intent? Then let's stop. I think he's trying to see how he's going to exonerate himself from this case. And I'm telling you that the Finland prime minister is in trouble as I speak to you, because the judge might decide to order him to appear in court, to come and defend how he managed after accepting letter of intent. Then you still went ahead. So something would have motivated you, something would have gone wrong somewhere. You would have misplaced your hands in one way or the other, or tried to please a certain deal that triggered you blindly carrying out criminality against a Finnish citizen. You can see the justification why the judge himself is wondering how they got to this point. And he has come to that conclusion, today, where the whole process started. And you can see, there were a bit of relaxed security, check-ins and all that. And people were allowed into the courtroom, and you can see that from what we had the last time Simonekpa appeared and from what we have now, the story is very clear. Victory for Simonekpa, I can tell you that there's no two ways about it. And his coming out is going to be a trade for anybody that is going to stand. And I believe I can tell you with the certification of what is going to happen at the end of the day, and Simonekpa walks out a free man, then I believe there will not be conditions attached to it, because that place is not like Nigeria.
Thank you.